of expression has always been both a bit of a gift and a curse. I mean, words with friends wasn't quite the pastime it became once it was an app. Nevertheless, I do believe my way with words was mostly a benefit to me. Although I can see now how my affection for diction and paraphrasing often made simple things difficult. However, there was one person who actually did appeal to my way with words. His name was Petey, and he was the local wordsmith, but he probably had been everywhere because he was the most well-known person out of anyone else on the block. He was a teenager though, so our hang time was often limited for as long as he stayed around. One of our most favorite activities together was the rap game. And unlike the movie game, we never recreated anything. We always used our imagination and vocabulary to create and often record something new. I guess we were basically freestyling, but at the time, he was the only rapper I knew personally. And I often honored that by addressing him by his alias, Sensei. Two of the most important things he ever added to my life was his pocket-sized thesaurus and confidence. I had a habit of making sure things were perfect before I got started, but I usually still made more mistakes. However, Sensei said to control what I can control, and somehow that always made it easier being me. Although I still remember the time we let a few words get between us.
Get away from my damn car!
By this time, I had mastered a few styles and could kick rounds with the best of them. I even got Dan and Moto to play the rap game with me. But every now and then, I use my way with words to wrap my style around any girl who would listen. More specifically, the Davis twins, who would often spend weekends with their aunt, Miss Davis, who lived across the block from me. They would cheer me on whenever I put on the show.
Go ahead, baby.
But like Sensei, they were teenagers too, so my style wasn't as effective as it would seem. Eventually, I thought to ask Sensei about a style that might work on older women, and he thought for a second, then told me, experience. And so I spent the rest of the night trying to find words that would rhyme with. By the next day, I figured I'd give my new rap a try. But when I arrived, I found Sensei already there and spitting out a style that he never once shared with me. And as I watched the twins react like butter in a hot pan, I realized I had been betrayed. At that moment, I challenged my now former master to a duel, and he accepted the challenge. Then suddenly, a crowd mysteriously gathered around us, with the twins taking front row. The moment was now upon me, and as verses I had became with metaphors, idioms, and complex rhyme patterns, I just let my emotions get the best of me, choosing to call him every foul name in the book instead. And although it started as a verbal battle, he responded to my disrespect with physical violence, instantly pummeling me until I ran home in defeat. I didn't get on punishment this time, but I still stayed in the house for a while to save myself from embarrassment. We both were natural expressionists, so in due time, we got back to the rap game. He even went on to get a record deal from Profile, although he passed away before he got to do all the things he really wanted to do with his talents. However, he still inspired and influenced the lives of so many other people. One other thing I believe Sensei showed me early on was never let the world scare you away from being yourself. Now, I'm not going to say that made it easier being me, but it definitely made for a better one. Now, I don't play the rap game much anymore, but I believe I still do have a way with words. But I also learned that even though words don't break bones, the damage they do is often harder to recover from. So I choose my words wisely, because not only can your words hurt other people, they have a way of hurting you too.